I'm gonna lead us into some drama. We all love
Tell me
drama
about
here.
it.
Like the stream for drama, okay? Like the stream for drama. Um, I don't know if any of you know a player named Bubbles. They were in Babel. So you can already tell where the attitude comes from. Mr. Wright, record this so you can make a meme out of it. But they were a former Babel alumni, and then they like disappeared and joined another guild. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. But this player decided to scam an advisor. So they scammed Ajit of all people, okay? And here's the story from sources, from Ajit himself. I saw the screenshots, okay? So this dude is dead to rights. Like, there's a reason this player was locked and then banned. So if anyone is in there's Mr. Right, yeah. So if anyone's in their corner, you're wrong. But here we go. So here's the story. Ajit gave Bubbles items to sell for a 10% cut. And Bubbles initially did what they said they would do. They sold Ajit's items, they passed on the profit, right? Time passed, and apparently Bubbles went on hiatus and just like stopped playing, right? With Ajit's items. So Ajit, reached out after after silence and asked for the remaining items back. Bubbles refuted and stated he knew, like I saw the screenshots, and he was saying, I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure I gave these items back. You know, I gave them to you, but I have some celestial mats as compensation, or I'll give you some other good items as compensation. And Ajit's like, we have trade logs in the game. You didn't give me anything,
Yeah.
Like, he's being very nice about it. Like Ajit is like, check your trade logs. I checked mine. There's nothing, right? So while Ajit waited, he realized Bubbles blocked him, so he couldn't interact with him. And so then Ajit reported Bubbles with the screenshots. And that's when apparently Bubbles went, sicko mode
Ballistic.
and was calling him the B, had him as the B word in, his motto, his player profile. Basically, he just went full anger mode, kind of like when we get, gold updates.
Full kid mode right here.
Yeah, towards Ajit, okay? And so Bubbles was locked. And then, as we saw jokes, Yomu's first ban, first body count of 2024, he is now banned. And Cutie was showing us that screenshot. And I want to say the funniest thing. So in the first screenshot, I'll just like, hey, are you just reselling items that you're buying in blah blah blah? And Bubbles said, no. Reselling generally is just like a cesspool for scamming. So then he's like, but I will sell your most notable items for a 10% profit or some shit like that. So he was like calling people scammers while being a scammer. And now that doesn't mean he was scamming people regularly. Ajit could have just been, the one and done, and, there's no forgiveness, right? Zero tolerance. But I just find it funny how it led up, how, guilty he appeared by trying to shit all over Ajit and, try in these screenshots, trying to state that he was innocent, though there's logs in this game for everything. You take a shit, there's a log in it. So I don't know, pretty funny stuff. CrazyFi, are you surprised at
Yeah,
all?
first off, hey King Cows, how you doing? But I find it's just like the fact is that the logs are open to anyone, for the players. It's not like it's hidden behind like the mods having to go into the game to view logs or anything. Like the fact that it's just wide open that both players can look at these things, and then to say, oh, Mr. Right, that's a great comment. I like that.
Saying Bubbles represents Babbles like saying Ubi represents CCG. No, it's not. Ubi was never in our guild, right?
Yes, he
Or
was.
All right, you're right, Mr. Right.
Yeah, yes, he was.
You're
For
right.
a short
But
amount,
we have
at least once.
here's my defense to that, Mr. Right. I'll checkmate you. We've had less stinkers locked and banned and muted from the game. So you wanna point at names on the board, brother? We win. But you're right in some sense.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Yeah. But yeah, like if you go to scam an advisor of all, like that's pretty brazen. And then just act like a straight up child. I think this is like, come on, you messed up. You messed up. Just accept it. Accept your punishment. Move on. It's okay. Clearly not the case. Can't handle it. So
QU was saying they were locked, called Ajit a nerd, remained locked, called Ajit the B word, and then got banned. But then Yomu was saying there was much more to it. So maybe the admin will release. No, never mind. He's being tight-lipped. He's a nerd.
He's being a good admin.
Don't lock me for something I said out of the game, Yomu. Freedom of speech.
Immediately ban him right now, Yomu, please.
Alex says Bubbles had an account filled with such nice comments and good rep. L.
Oh yeah, what was his rep?
Well, negative 80.
99.
Oh well, they were bought. That's how you buy rep.
I'll blow your bubble if you don't love this guy.
Tomato spam this blood. All right. But that's the player drama for the week. Thank you to all of our friends for pointing us in the direction of this drama happening. So if you notice stuff like this going on in the community and you want us to talk about it, just tell us in game. Hit us up in our Discord server. Okay.
Okay.
So Bubbles is gone. Rest in peace, Bubbles.